We partner now with the FT to bring you Lex on Bloomberg. You got a sneak peek of the Financial Times' flagship column a day early. GM may be calling it quits on Saab after the Swedish car maker Koenigsegg canceled its bid. For more on the story, we are joined right now by Neil Buckley. He is live in London. So, Neil, it seems like it's the end of the road for Saab?
Yes, I think it very probably might be the end of the road for Saab. General Motors has very few options now. It can either find another buyer for Saab, but that seems pretty unlikely, or it can hold on to Saab itself, or it can shut it down. And what we're saying on the Lex column is that we think probably the best option is actually for them to shut it down.
Now, GM not likely to try to keep hold of it, as you just referenced. So what is different about this than Opel, for example?
Well, GM did, as you say, decide to keep hold of Opel very recently, and it may feel some pressure to do the same with Saab. Saab's very important, after all, to the Swedish economy. But they really are very different cases. Saab is very small. It's made a profit in only 1 year in the 2 decades since GM took it over. It sold less than 100,000 cars last year. Opel is more like 1.5 million cars. Opel also has some important small car technology and green engine technology, which is very vital to General Motors in North America and globally. Saab has some nice technology, some nice turbo technology, but it's nothing like as important to General Motors all round. So General Motors would probably have to put a lot of money into it to try and turn it around, with no guarantee it would ever make a proper return on that investment in Saab.
Talk about some bidding parties then, Neil. I mean, is anyone likely to pick it up?
It can't be ruled out, but it seems unlikely. There were a couple of other US bidders that expressed interest in the summer. We've got no sign that they are still interested. There may be some Chinese interest. The state-run Beijing Automotive were going to take a minority stake in Saab. It's possible they might be interested in some of the technology and platforms, but it seems unlikely they'd want to buy the whole thing. There's also speculation in the Swedish press this morning that Geely of China, which is the preferred bidder for Volvo, which is currently owned by Ford, may try to buy Saab as well, both of the Swedish car makers. But that would seem an awful lot for it to take on. At the moment, I think the road ahead for Saab really looks pretty murky.
Neil, we thank you so much. Neil Buckley joining us from London from the FT.